What up, Peoria? What's happening? Rap Politics, episode number. I don't know what we on right now, man, but it just is what it is. You know what I'm talking about? Appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all could have been scrolling anything, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, whatever, but y'all here with me in the Peoria Journal Star, man. I appreciate that. And you see, we still in our makeshift, you know what I'm saying, guest studio, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, we in between blessings, man. We in between spots. So appreciate y'all tuning in. You already know we are brought to you by Sherman's, where they carry the best in furniture, mattresses, and appliances, and they hiring. So look, this ain't gonna last forever. I've been telling y'all this for like, I don't know how long, but Sherman's is one of the few places left in town that doesn't care about your education. They just promote people that work hard and have a good attitude. And I'm telling you, they be promoting folks. And the people that follow their core values, them the ones that get on. One of the few places where hard work gets recognized and gets you ahead. You can log on to shermanscareers.com and to check out the openings and apply online. And also brought to you by Terry Shepard, a real estate consultant whose values are rooted in customer care and service. She can help you find and negotiate your next deal and get you into a home that fits. She's with Remax Traders Unlimited, and she can be reached at 309-361-4592. Now, fire show today for y'all, man. Look, y'all was talking about it all last week, so I was like, look, let me bring him on, you know what I'm saying, and we can sit here and holler about what the deal is with not only Peoria Public Schools, but students in general, and the solutions that they're trying to do to make everything better, community, make everything better in the school. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be hollering at him very shortly. But first, got to report the sad news about Jelani Day. Fortunate and unfortunate. I know it sounds crazy, but unfortunate because they found his body. But fortunate because his mom finally got closure. So he was reported missing August 25th, and authorities identified a body in LaSalle, Peru, and figured out that it was him. There's no cause of death at the moment. Now, y'all might have heard, I saw even signs all the way over here. He went to ISU. You know, he's from Danville, went to school at Alabama A&M as well, too. He's a graduate student at ISU. And the thing about this case was that there was another missing person by the name of Gabby Petito. And even though I saw eventually some signs being in yards over here in Peoria, like I think it was like last week or something like that, his mom, Carmen Bolden Day, has spoken out in recent days, pleading for more help in finding her son after the massive wave of interest sparked in the case of Gabby Petito, which she was highlighting disparities between white people that are missing and then black and brown people that go missing. And it just seems like in her terms, and other people as well too, that the urgency to find these missing people, even sometimes people have issue with the Alexis Scott case, is like, it just don't seem like the urgency is there. So she highlighted that, and his mom also said it's important too that, you know, the Petito case is important, but she said she didn't feel like that the authorities had that level of involvement and that she didn't get that attention. So definitely peace to, you know, his mom, ISU fam, his Danville fam, and everything. That was just it's a traumatic experience. I know they had a vigil for him at ISU a couple of weeks ago, and it's just one of those situations that is unfortunate, but closure for his mom and where he is, that's positive. But even though that they found the body, but we got to keep pressure on authorities to find the person or find the cause. There's no cause yet, but that's the situation right now, man. So peace to his family and the community that miss him so much. So look, this is Rap Politics. So, you know, we got to talk about rap real quick before we bring Greg Wilson on. I don't know what be wrong with people. Like Drake dropped albums and Muzz just get to saying anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? They get to saying Don the trash. We already talked about that. People talking about he the GOAT and stuff like that. Now, at the end of the day, you know, he got GOAT tendencies. He got GOAT stuff going on. But the latest news in Drake, you know, I'm tired of talking about Drake too. We can't keep dragging CLB out like this. But now they talking about Drake is as big as Michael Jackson. Fam, I've never seen nobody faint over Drake. If you want, you can go back and look at the YouTube clips. Like, Michael Jackson literally had mugs falling out. Like, dude came out on stage, sat there, didn't say nothing, didn't sing nothing, didn't dance, didn't pop a moonwalk off, didn't do Nathan. I mean, Nathan. And Muggs is ambulance catching folks. Drake ain't got that level. Like, and I ain't gonna say Drake ain't good. I don't want to come on here sounding like a Charlemagne back in the day, like I don't like Drake. Look, Drake is fine. Drake got bars. it bothered me with the whole little ghostwriter thing. That it kind of bothered me. I ain't gonna say like that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like that, Mary Moore was good, man. Look, hey, can you tell these folks, Mary? Like, I know somebody in here got some sense. You know what I mean? Drake is that dude, but Drake is not Michael Jackson. That's all I'm saying. That's really all I'm saying. So look, like I said before, like I said earlier in the week, man, continue listening to CLB, listen to Donda if you listen to Donda. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, facts is facts. And it's my job to make sure we keep those at the forefront. You know what I mean? You're entitled to your own opinion. We just ain't entitled to facts. And this, what side am I on? Boom. Respectfully. Let's just be respectful. That's all I'm saying. Let's just be respectful. And while we at it, and I holler at my man's Justin Sims, he mentioned this too, man. I threw it in my story. Drake really ain't as big as 50 Cent was when he first dropped. He really not. Think about when 50 first came out. I'm not saying 50 a better rapper. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna do that. But like when you think about how 50 came through thunderstorm like, I mean, dude popped up, buried Ja Rule, popped up with clothes, popped up with a movie, popped up with shoes. I don't think we've seen that level of heaviness from Drake yet. Like, Drake is heavy. Drake is everywhere. Drake doing songs with everybody. You know what I'm saying? And he one of the few folks that can get a whole verse, because I don't think 50 even got a whole verse. So not everybody can get a J verse. Y'all know them, you know what I'm saying? It's like a Jordan raffle with the whole verse. So he got those, but like it really ain't even 50 big. It's not. He lasted longer than 50, but it really ain't even 50 big. It's just a different situation. It's a different scenario. So man, look, continue listening to CLB. You know what I mean? Continue rocking with the Donda if you listen to the Donda. But you know, that's all I'm saying. You know. Also, before I bring on President of the Peoria Public School Board, Greg Wilson, I do want to highlight real quick that there is a fashion show casting call going on this Sunday at Lofty. If you know somebody that's a model, if you know somebody that want to be a model, if you know somebody that think they a model, tell them pull up at Lofty this Sunday. It was a lot of folks that came out this past Sunday, and there was a lot of folks saying that they wanted to come out this past Sunday, but they couldn't. So this Sunday, noontime, make sure to pull up, and it's for the Sophisticated Ratchet Art Show. So you already know it's going to be like that. So make sure y'all pull up for that. So now, man, so look, last week we was talking about it. Peoria Public Schools, Central High School, fighting going on the inside, fighting going on the outside, people sharing stories, people talking about what the district needs to do, or people talking about what they would have did, or people talking about how it was back in our day. So I was like, you know what? Let's bring the man on. You know what I mean? And not only that, man, Greg Wilson is president of Peoria Public School Board, also heavily active in the community. Got a lot going on. Super legit dude, man. So y'all put y'all like button together. Tag somebody that want to be in the conversation. Make sure that if y'all got any questions that y'all throw those in the comments. We definitely gonna be taking audience questions, and we gonna have at it. Peoria Public School President, man, Greg Wilson. Greg, what up?
What's going on?
Oh, he ain't here. Hold on, y'all. We gotta. All right, boom. What's good, fool?
How you doing?
I'm good. I appreciate you coming on to RapPolitics.
Mm-hmm.
So, so I know it's been a busy week. I know the media has been crazy. I know social media has been crazy. Probably been fielding questions left and right. And for the people that just now sleep at the wheel and just now tuning in, what was it? It ain't this past Friday. It's the Friday before that at this rate, wasn't it?
Yeah, last Friday.
Okay, last Friday. Okay. Oh yeah, last Friday. Okay. Fight breaks out. People come out. A lot of media attention. You were on the scene at the time, I believe. What did you see, and what actually transpired?
Actually, I was at my place of employment, so I wasn't out there when it started. So I seen the Facebook videos and the videos that were posted and sent to me. Just a whole lot of different stuff going on, but I wasn't there, to see it firsthand.
Okay. We know it was a big press conference on the back end. And obviously a lot of people were, emotions running high from not only students but parents alike. And this is not new to not only Central but just high schools, not only Peoria, but I'm talking about America. What are some of the things that you've been hearing as far as what's been going on in people looking for solutions?
Yeah, definitely. As far as what's going on, I mean, you hear a lot of rumors, you hear a lot of different things that people say, what caused it, what was the main reason behind it. I think it's very important to try to find the underlying root issues of some of these problems that we have. A lot of the things that we see now are things that come from the community and they come inside of our schools. So it's very important that we look at the underlying root issues of some of these causes. I mean, we could talk all day about different mentorship programs, different things, initiatives, programs, curriculums that are in place. But if we don't kind of solve some of the problems that we have, systemic issues that we have in our communities, then I don't see, some of these issues going away completely. There's a lot of different solutions that have been brought up to me. We're going to hold a town hall meeting on Friday. I think that was very important for myself and other board members to kind of step up to the plate to start that dialogue. I'm surely don't want to be, in this position that I'm in now and not want to hear from the community solutions that we can implement in our school district to make our schools even better. What we seen on Friday, I feel like can't and should not happen again, period. That's over and done with. But now the real job or the real work starts as far as how can we ensure as a community, as a school district, that doesn't happen again. And we really need to focus on these root issues. I mean, they've been here forever. You could talk to multiple community leaders or multiple people that just is passionate about the community. And we can all sit for hours and pinpoint the exact problems, and we know where they derive from. But nobody really wants to step up and do the hard work to change things through policy, which, is where a lot of those systemic issues are tied into. It's the policy, it's the structure that has been in place for so long. We need to take that back.
Is there anything policy-wise that you think needs to be changed from your standpoint, or when you talk about digging deeper into the root causes, from your vantage point, your time on the board, and I got my own time working in District 150 as well too. From your vantage point, what would you say are some of the root causes outside of policy?
Some of the root problems. I mean, you have procurement, you have many different minority businesses not being able to be at the table when these large contracts come up. That doesn't circulate wealth in minority neighborhoods. So we're working or already have a procurement policy in place. But as it relates to this situation here, I mean, root causes, I mean, curriculum, making sure the curriculum is something that our kids enjoy. I mean, we're no longer in, again, I say this a lot, no longer in 1940, 1950, 1960s. I mean, when these curriculums or most of them were created, we're at a time now, where you can graduate high school and the last class that you take is Spanish or gym or music. All of those are important courses, but I think we need to prepare our students for life when they get out of school. Where's the life skills classes? Where's the financial management classes? Where's that teaches about budgeting, and not just a week in school, for business week, and then all of a sudden you have financial people there for 1 week. I'm talking about a full curriculum, sense of self. Our district has a lot of minorities inside of it. So Black History 365 was a step in the right direction as far as getting curriculum that is interesting for our students. One thing I'm working on now is getting a recording studio, or recording a music curriculum that focuses on the many aspects behind music. So like you were talking earlier about Drake and Michael Jackson, somebody had to mix that music. Somebody had to produce that music. Somebody had to write the music, i.e. Drake. Somebody had to write the music.
I don't know if it was Drake, but I hear you. I don't know if it was.
So it's very important, that music program will go a long way in just what's interesting to our kids. We've had math, science, history, social studies, geography for so long. Does that need to be looked at? And there's some other ones too. Before my time, we had the Woodruff closing. I think we need to revisit that. Is that a solution? Is that something that has been boiling and boiling and boiling, and then it came to a head on Friday? I'm not sure, but we need to look at all of the factors that could cause and then prevent that from happening again in the future.
And so, as I mentioned before, and I think we've shared conversations back in the past off air, but I just spent some time in a couple Peoria Public Schools, and there's definitely a different dynamic. And somebody was on in the comments and mentioned, too many neighborhoods in one building. Yeah. And you mentioned Woodruff closing, and of course that had an impact on what students went where between Central, Manual, and Richwoods. But from your perspective, what type of impact do parents or lack thereof play in the role of students and the behavior that we see playing out in our schools?
It's huge. It's huge. You think, for the most part, 9 times out of 10, these parents are our students' superheroes. They're the first teacher ever in life that they're going to come across. So it's tough. If you have one of the things that really hit me on that Friday was really kind of dedicated a lot of time, a lot of passion, and giving back and trying to mentor the youth. And it's very hard to do if there's a parent, their superhero is out here doing the behaviors that we've seen on Friday. How do you then approach that? Which is why it made me look at, okay, I think I need to look at the root causes of some of these issues. I think I need to look and see, through policy, how can we ensure from our school district standpoint that we're doing everything to make these children successful.
Is there anything that we can do from a policy standpoint, though, when it comes to getting parental involvement?
Yes, absolutely. Right now, I'm throwing it out there right now. If you're a parent and you're looking to get hired and you're looking to make a difference inside of our school buildings, reach out to me. We'll get you screened. We'll get you hired, and we will get you inside of our school buildings.
But how can we, if we're talking about the students who have parents that are inactive, students that have parents that are absent, how can we, through policy, or is it possible, get them through policy to be engaged in what's going on the school level? Because I don't know, because yeah. At the same time, it's like
I'm not sure.
And we heard about even parents fighting. I wasn't there either, but we heard about parents fighting at the school or at Central. So obviously, these aren't the ones that are going to be looking to come get a job at District 150 or Peoria Public Schools. But how can we, through policy, get them involved, or is it even possible?
I'm not sure if it's through policy from a school district standpoint, because we can't force a parent to be active. We can't force them to be. Involved on a day-to-day basis, having education be their number one priority. And a lot of times I don't even fault our parents. I feel like it's a broken system all the way across the board, from local government to, city government to education to any other type of level that you see. I think the system's been broken for a while, meaning there are so many different variables and so many different policies that would need to be had to address that issue, which really, again, is a systemic issue. We're talking about parents and families whose main priority is not their education or their own children's education. There are other things that come first, such as food, basic necessities, just trying to get through life in a system that has held them down. We've all been there. I've been in that same system in many ways. I'm still in the system. So from a policy level, from the school district side of things, I don't think so. I think if we start looking at one of the things that I'm trying to do and I'm encouraging our board members to do is to look at each other's plans. So the district has a plan, a 5-year strategic plan. The city council should have a plan, a strategic plan. I should be able to look at that city council's plan and have a light bulb go up in my head and say, I can help support that. As a district, we can help support that by doing A, B, C. Our city council members can do the same thing by looking at our plan, saying, you know what, we can support that by doing A, B, C. Once you start going there and start uncovering some of the stuff there, then I think we have a better chance at that parental involvement piece that you're talking about, because now you're changing the narrative from, now you're changing the narrative and starting to have them look at education as a vital piece to overcoming some of this generational poverty that we've been faced with.
So do you feel like this incident, because you got some people blaming the district, you got some people blaming parents, you got some people saying kids are going to do what kids are going to do, but based off what you're saying, would you say that it's largely the responsibility of the district, not only for the academic perspective, but also from a behavioral perspective? Would you say it's the responsibility of?
Yeah, no. I think it's the responsibility of everyone to ensure that our children can go to school safe. I don't put that solely what happened on Friday on the school district. I do think it's a community-wide issue, and it needs to be, most of it and some of it needs to be handled by the community. We need to get together and find ways to protect our children and get people involved. I don't think nothing's going to be good. Nothing can come good from just placing that weight on 7 school board members. That's something that we all need to carry, because it's all a direct reflection of us. What happened, man, was a direct reflection of me. It was a direct reflection of you. That's how some people view that situation. And that's why it just needs to be do stuff that hasn't been done before is what needs to happen. So many times, so many people get stuck in the same thing, and it's like a wheel. It's like a wheel. It's going to keep going and keep going and keep going. Do something different. We don't always got to do the same. We can get out here, case in point, next school board meeting this Monday, 6:30, it's going to be at Harrison School. I plan on doing that inside the school. We get out the boardroom, let's get inside some of these schools. Not small, but it's something. Do stuff that is different. Get in front of the people. Talk to the people that were out there fighting or about to fight. That's important to know too. Get the kids that were about to fight.
Facts. You mentioned doing something that has never been done before. Somebody, it was Corinne mentioned in the comments, said there should be a volunteer requirement for Peoria Public School parents. Has that ever been talked about before?
No, but that's interesting. That's interesting. I think a lot of private schools do that really well. A lot of private schools do that really well. I don't know how you push that on every parent. But that's interesting. I like that, because even if you're not physically inside the building, there's ways that you can really touch and influence someone, and you don't have to see them. You don't have to, see them. A phone call will go a long way for a volunteer hour for a kid that may have just gotten in trouble, and you understand, you've been in trouble before. So now part of your volunteer part is to just contact this student and say, hey, it's okay. Mistakes happen, but let's learn from them. I like that.
You got you're calling a town hall meeting tomorrow. for the people that want to attend, first of all, where is it at, and what is the purpose, and what are you trying to get accomplished through that?
Town hall meeting is tomorrow at 5:00 p.m. to 7 p.m. and it'll be at the Peoria Public Schools Administration Building on Wisconsin. I don't want to say the address and get it wrong, but it's on Wisconsin. You can Google it. But the purpose is just not really staying still. I think you have a board that for once that I can see that since I've been on it is unified. There's not, one board member that does not want to do something about this issue that we've seen on Friday, and not even that issue that we've seen on Friday. Let's be honest. There's issues going on at different schools. It's not just Peoria High. The media and the news can bring something that everybody sees it and blows up, and it's the spotlight. This isn't just Peoria High. We have other schools, 26 to be exact, that we need to have solutions for. So our board now, I feel, has a good mix of community-driven individuals that care about the community. So instead of just sitting around, going to a board meeting on Monday, and then doing that, then leaving, we need to, as a board, figure out from the people, from our community, from the people that lived it, from the people that were out there, from the people that are teaching in our buildings, from our community leaders, from administration staff, what are some solutions that you have so I can hear them, so Karat can hear them, and then let's see what sticks, and let's put it into place. So it's really just me saying I want to hear from the community. I've been doing that since I started this, and I don't plan on stopping that. We can have a voice, and that voice is going to be heard one way or another as long as I'm in a position that I'm in.
And this might sound like a basic question, because town hall, everybody's open to come to town halls. Anybody from 5 years old to 95 years old can come to a town hall. But who are you looking to attract for the town hall to have these type of group discussions?
First off, Peoria Public Schools, families and students, number one, who's directly impacted by some of the things that have been happening in our schools. Secondly, teachers. I mean, our American heroes. I always call them our American heroes. They're the foundation of our school district. Surely they have solutions. They're the ones that's day to day in the classrooms with them constantly. And then as you trickle down, I want to say city leaders. I want to hear from city council, park district, state's attorney, it could go the county board, all of these entities should be involved in the mix. That hasn't happened, never.
Why do you think that is?
Because it's a systemic issue, and they have done the structure in a way to where you don't need it to happen. People get excited, and they're in these positions, and you become complacent, you become rigid, you become a part of their structure, right? So anything that you try to do that's different, it makes it look like, you can get shut down or something like that. Well, problem is I'm not going to get shut down. I'm not going to keep my mouth shut. So, I'm going to continue trying to push that boundary to get people together, which is really all it is. If I have a 5-year strategic plan and you explain it to me for 2 hours and it's a very good plan, no matter what, the first thing I'm going to ask you is where is the other plans from these other entities, because they need to be involved in the creation of this plan. That's why this is a community issue, because I can't do it myself, but I'm gonna definitely be one of the ones saying, hey, to anybody that'll listen in these different spots, that this is what we should be doing.
If you could make a call out to the community, to the Peoria, Illinois community, and people watching, and council people and everything like that, what would be your message to people watching and the community in general, how they can help bring together what's going on in Peoria Public Schools and help the schools and help the students?
What would be my call? I don't know if I have an answer for that off top. I think we're doing a lot of different works, good things, You know, I think from the city level, I've seen various different things change and that are different from Mayor Ali's leadership. I see that going in a great direction. I see individuals fighting like you know, you have Jessica Thomas that's doing some great works over there at the Peoria County, and I see that Peoria County board as well doing great. I mean, I think the only call I would make is let's you know what I would tell anyone, let's like pull up the pants, let's put on the shoes and let's get into the streets and let's put in some work. You know, let's put in some work. Let's not worry about I don't care about the picture or the photo opportunity. Let's just put some work in. Call me, let's go meet at Childers. And let's all meet each other. I don't know, you know, but I ain't here for the extra stuff, you know. Let's just put it here.
You got a book drive coming up.
I mean, heck, we can make a big old town hall meeting. How about that? Everybody invited. The Civic Center, open up your door. Everybody invited. Everybody in there. I don't know, you know, but that's different.
So one of the initiatives that you're putting forward to help with students and just the mind state of students and young people in general, you got the Mind Over Matter book drive coming up for the Juvenile Detention Center. Talk a little bit about that and where that idea came from.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Mind Over Matter book drive is something that started September 3rd. And, you know, I went to the Juvenile Detention Center. I went down there because most of the individuals that are in our schools, they fight or just dealing with legal issues are going to go down to the Juvenile Detention Center. So I felt it very important to go down there to see where our kids were going. When I went down there, I noticed that the library was old and had a lot of outdated books. I noticed a lot of about 18,000 Harry Potter books. I noticed a lot of books that really weren't relevant. They weren't relevant, and they were kind of beat down. And it, you know, reading is something that I feel saved my life. You know, I don't think I'm here talking to you, at least in this position that I'm talking to you now, if it wasn't for picking up a book. So a lot of the things that I try to do within the school system as well is look at what saved people. You know, what saves somebody, because if it's good enough to save one person, it can be good enough to save one of our kids. And so books. And so I got with, we're going to do 4 phases. The first phase is currently going on now since September 3rd. It's we have 19 churches that we have partnered with that is leading a book drive. Now, not, like I said, Harry Potter books. I like Harry Potter. For all the Harry Potter fans, well, I don't know much about Harry Potter, but I don't knock Harry Potter. But we want we want books that can shift and open up that third eye. Books that can really shift the narrative of that person reading that book, of our kids in the Juvenile Detention Center. Books like the 48 Laws of Power, Financial Literacy, Dave Ramsey, books. There's so many books. I have an Amazon wish list that has just books that are substantial in nature. Those are the books that I want to place inside there. I went there, talked with some of the juveniles that were inside of that facility, spoke with some of the young adults that were in that facility, and they were excited. They were happy. That's kind of the vibe and kind of the energy that I want to bring to that Juvenile Detention Center. I want to bring them so many books, they don't know what to do with it. And then I'll take them over to Bloomington, because I feel like we need Bloomington and Peoria needs to be more aligned and cohesive in some type of way. It's 40 minutes away. If you can take the streetway to a city, then it's close enough to where I should know who the school board member is out there. That's another thing. City council members should know the city council that's in Bloomington, because they do some things that better than we do, and we do some things that's better than they do. Savage Inequalities by Jonathan. I like that. I seen that comment right there by Don.
Most definitely. So how can people donate books if they want to be a part of this?
Yeah, so if you want to donate books, you can contact myself. We'll also be adding drop-off locations to the flyer as well, so individuals can drop off flyers. Drop off different flyers. Not flyers, but books to the different drop-off places. The flyer is also going to have a QR code on it. You can scan that QR code, see some of the books that are on there, and you can make a purchase of some of those books, and it gets sent directly to myself or you, and then you can connect with me after the fact. And then also you can, any monetary donations as well. I'll go out and purchase the book myself. We're going to buy them brand new bookshelves, so there's no excuse for why these books aren't going to the students.
Most dev. Okay, and how do people get a hold of you?
You can get a hold of me through Facebook or through my email, gregory.wilson@psd150.org.
Gotcha. There's a quick a quick question from Stacy Lynn. It said, with quarantine and last minute changes of communications, how do parents worry about reading with, I think what she's trying to say is, how can the district better communicate messages from the district to parents?
That's something that I've been working. How does the district communicate with the parents?
Yeah, how can the district better communicate with the parents?
There's many things in place. You have many different areas to where, if there was something going on in the district as far as, announcements, we have multiple things in place for you to get that information. So I'm not sure.
I think she's speaking about, and Stacy, she's on here. Let me know if I'm wrong. I'm just trying to get this question across. I think what she's talking about is last minute communications from the district to the parents. So I guess she's trying to say that parents receive information from the district the last minute.
And that's not good. Exactly. I don't like to hear that. I know administration, Dr. Karate especially, does or tries to get a great job in getting information out that is last minute. I can probably assure you even that if it's last minute, then that means that decision was made last minute due to some other underlying issue to where they had to change up something last minute, and that's why we get it that way. But I can definitely assure you, if I know anything about, Karat and her leadership, she's always been the one to want to make sure that communication is spot on when it comes to announcements, I'm assuming, and last minute changes and things of that nature. And many times these changes, that are made are put through a board process to the point where the board decides, and then she can go ahead and announce to parents. So whereas it's a long, strenuous process for us, it comes out last minute because we've been discussing it or, going back and forth with it for months or weeks, so it appears that way, but there's a lot of planning that goes into some of these decisions. But who is that, Stacy?
Yes, that was Stacy Lynn.
I'm going to take that concern and we're going to see about that. See about how we can do better in that.
And last question from Sarah. This says, would it be possible to have equitable offerings at all schools? It'd be great to have PE, tech, music, and art at all grade schools. Some only have 3 out of the 4.
Absolutely. Working on that right now as we speak. We are about to do that. There goes one of your policy things. But an equity policy. I want to see everything that's at Richwood, at Manual, at Central, and at Woodruff, and all of our schools. There should be no reason why something, and you have some that makes sense at the schools that they're at, but there should be nothing in none of our schools that aren't offered to all of them, period.
Got it. Okay. I think that's the end of the questioning from the audience. So now, of course, we got to get to the lightning round. You already know we got to get to the lightning round. Lightning round is brought to you by none other than Illinois American Water, our newest sponsor. So big shout out to them for supporting RapPolitics as we continue to grow and bring information to people like you and the rest of the community with folks like yourself, President Greg Wilson. Okay, so you know how this works.
1 second, Marcus.
Okay,
Can I say something? I just want to say and reiterate again, if you are a parent that wants and looking for employment and wants to make a difference inside of the school building and wants to get hired inside of our school building, please reach out to me via email or on Facebook if you know me, or if you know somebody that know me, you can get in contact with me that way. We will ensure that you have that shot to get inside that school and get hired and make a difference. Secondly, a lot of things, I don't like to put the sole blame on parents. Again, like I stated earlier, there's so many different things going on, so many different things that people are worried about, so many different upbringings, so many different trauma-related issues that we really, that are present and that are out there. So I just want to say, I'm the community outreach manager for Illinois Central College. We have a workforce equity initiative grant that pays you to go to school. It pays you $10 an hour to go to school. All the tuition is waived. We have openings right now. You can get in touch with me. I'll get you into one of those programs ASAP. So, and another opportunity is the Tri-County Urban League under new management, new leadership. Dr. Don Jeffries has been doing a wonderful job over there. They're about to reopen the daycare. Mothers that need childcare can contact Tri-County Urban League. They also train and provide jobs. They have hundreds of job openings right now. You don't believe me? Call down there. But that's all. I just wanted to provide those quick opportunities for people that are out there that are watching this.
Most def. Okay. All right. To the lightning round. We got a minute 50. We got a minute 50 for questioning. So you know how it goes, either or, left or right, up or down, whatever. Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna address these real quick and see if you can get through all of them. You got a minute 50.
Let's go.
Hold on, let me turn everything up. Boom. All right. All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, cool. $500,000 a dinner with Jay-Z.
500,000.
Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Henny or Crown?
Crown.
Is Wayne in your top 5?
Facts.
Okay,
no, take that back. No, he's not.
Bruh.
No, come on.
I just take a minute off your job. All right. The mountains or the beach?
Beach.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
New York or LA?
New York.
What's the best gift you ever received?
The award that I got at Juneteenth. That Kimberly Lewis put together.
Cold water or room temp?
Room temp.
Michael Jordan or LeBron?
Oh man, neither. I lost.
Prince or Michael Jackson?
Prince. Ooh, Michael. Man,
stuttering. Is Drake bigger than Michael Jackson?
No, not close.
Last book you read?
Last book I read, Cast.
Rap or R&B?
Rap.
What food you hate the most?
Fish, catfish.
Okay. What Apple or Android?
Apple. What
activity do you spend way too much money on? Activity or item that you spend way too much money on?
Man. Wow. Man, that's no fair. I gotta skip that. I don't jewelry.
Favorite movie?
Scarface.
Favorite artist?
Listen, favorite artist though, Starlito.
Oh, okay. Do grits take salt or sugar?
Sugar.
Got it. Okay. I want to let you be able to do another call out for the town hall real quick. But we did have another question come in. I just want to be able to throw this out to you because usually wouldn't do a question after the lightning round, but it's been a lot of Y'all seem man, I'm itching. It's been a conversation as of like the last couple years, so I figured I'd throw this out. It says, will Peoria Public Schools be taking part in talking to our younger kids about LGBTQ and basically LGBTQ education? And
absolutely. So the Legacy Project is a curriculum, part of the curriculum that we had just passed, and that deals with the LGBTQ community. So yes, absolutely. And I would even go further to state, that is that's a mandate. That's a state mandate. So we have to have that in place. So we made sure that was done. So absolutely.
All right. And again, another call out for the town hall going on tomorrow, the time, the place, who all is invited, who all can come, and the discussion that y'all looking to have.
Absolutely. So town hall meeting tomorrow, 5:00 p.m. at the administration building, will last until about 7:00 p.m. Everyone is invited. Looking for our students and families, those directly affected. Looking for those teachers that are in the trenches, looking for those area leaders that are in the trenches, looking for people to come and provide and share their solutions to the issues that we are having.
My bad. Okay, but hey, President of Peoria Public School Board, Greg Wilson, appreciate you coming on. And of course, you already know we're brought to you by Sherman's, where they carry the best in furniture, mattresses, and appliances, and they're also hiring. Sherman's is one of the few places left in town that doesn't care about your education. They just promote people who work hard and have a good attitude. You can go log on to shermanscareers.com to check out the openings and apply online. And also brought to you by Terry Shepard, a real estate consultant whose values are rooted in customer care and service. She can help you negotiate your next deal and get you into a home that fits. She's with Remax Traders Unlimited and can be reached at 309-361-4592. President Greg Wilson, appreciate you coming on to RapPolitics, bro.
Thank you. One last thing too. Shout out to the other board members. Annie Reinking, Mike Murphy, Chase Claus, Martha Ross, Lynn Kostick, and Doug Shaw. Just want to say big shout out to them too, because I'm just one board member. I don't have any more power or influence than these other great men and women have. So just wanted to throw that out there.
Since we already here and we already went over time, Stacy wants to know, is there a virtual option for the town hall tomorrow? Virtual option for the town hall tomorrow?
There isn't. But Stacy, if you can send me anything that you want me to discuss at that town hall. So there is an opportunity for you to email our secretary, Cami Ross, Cami.Ross. We already got tons of solutions sent via email too. But Cami, CAMI.Ross, ROSS, at psd150.org. Man, I've been on like 3 lightning rounds.
Man. Bro, I'm gonna go get the 13, fam. I'm gonna go. Hey, man, I was talking on Facebook like last week. Like it seemed like everybody's service is trash. Phones been messing up. You know what I'm saying? And like, no matter who you talking to, the internet messing up. My calculator don't even work, man. Like it's been one.
I get better service on Facebook calling now than I do on regular calls.
Hey, we're gonna switch it up. Hey, appreciate you coming on RapPolitics, President Greg Wilson, man. We'll talk to you.
Appreciate you, man.
Already.